You guys like that? Did you guys like the intro? I thought you might. I had a feeling that you would like the intro. How about that art from Akialine? Like, I asked her to do it, like, I don't know, 2 hours ago, and she's like, oh yeah, sure. I thought she was gonna put together like some kind of crappy, you know, like just like a infographic that was just like, click and stick with Josie. You know, that kind of thing. So she's like, no, she draws me holding a sword with a mouse and like, come on. I don't get how talented you people are. All of you. You do crazy talented things and I love you for it. So I'm excited. I actually, boy, I feel like I have all kinds of stuff to tell you guys about. So I guess I'll just kind of jump right in it. After I say, hello, Bobatori, hello, Tish Tish, and Lady Venora, and Tiger Mouse, and Senor Cattington, and Just a Fiction, and Super Cream Puff, and Evelyn, and Sakajiwaka, and CEO of Friendship of Nikonoro, and Earthbound, and Alasia, and Diggity Dave, and Dr. Senshi, and Twitch Link. I don't think Twitch Link is a real person. And Z Tiger, and Thunder Catherine, and Sir Airdude, and Beaming Crimson, and Kimura, Natsuko, and Golden Deer, and Aki and Mods, and all y'all, Capri, and Carbesix, and Prior Keaton, and what's going on? So there's a lot of you. I'm glad you guys came to this today. I'm excited. It's always weird starting a new thing. I'm like, well, people like what I do. I made a thing, but I don't know if people like me. So sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking to start a new thing. So what I've decided to do with the stream, this is what we've decided to do, is instead of like trying to like pick rando games, right? And just do like whatever, be some kind of like unguided variety streamer. What I've done is I've created a series of shows because I always wanted this to be not like, hey, just watch me play games. I want it to feel like a show, like a 2-hour show that happens to involve streaming, has some halftime stuff, has some intro stuff, has some outro stuff. Like, it should feel like a cohesive, entertaining experience. That's what I want to bring to you guys because you deserve it. And so I want to work hard to do that for you. So what we've done is we've created a couple of different shows. This is one of them. This is Click and Shtick. The theme being point and click adventures. So we'll be playing through first. We're going to go through Quest for Glory and all that kind of thing. Other point-and-click adventures, we may get to King's Quest. We may get to Gabriel Knight. If you haven't played Toonstruck, you're really missing out. It is a bizarre, wacky game from the 90s that had Tim Curry in it, that had Christopher Lloyd in it. It was wild. We'll play some like old goofy ones like Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. Joe Brogy and I think we're talking about that on stream when he was here. And that kind of stuff. So that's one show, okay? We're gonna call that, in that bundle, Click and Shtick. Another show that we have got planned is, we're calling it Old School right now. Old School is basically like reaching way the hell back and playing like old PC games. I'm gonna try and find stuff that's like weird and bizarre. Some of it will be broken, but it'll just be a good time, just like really reaching back even further than the 90s in some cases to like DOS games. One of the ones that pops into my head is Hugo's House of Horror, which like that's like a weird, it's like point and click before there was point and click, so like you're typing in the information. I thought about Zork. I'm not convinced on Zork. Oregon Trail is definitely a possibility. I mean, we could go through stuff like Math Blaster or like Reader Rabbit and all that kind of stuff. Typing of the Dead. But like, yeah, like really old stuff. That's two of the shows we've come up with. The third one, I haven't come up with like a great title for it yet. But so far I was thinking about calling it Dead Drop. And it's about it. It's not about anything. It's me. It's about me. If you guys don't know, my prior job to being a voice actor was I was an intelligence officer for the United States Air Force for many years. And we thought it would be cool to have a show called Dead Drop. An actual intel officer plays military-themed games. So we'll play stuff like Hitman, just like your regular old spycrafty stuff. But I can give you my perspective on it as an ex-military guy, ex-intelligence officer. And so we're kind of putting that together. Metal Gear was another thing that people recommended. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys think that's cool. Yeah, like Aki said, it's like a lawyer plays Ace Attorney kind of thing, but we'll be playing a bunch of different like military games. What I see everybody talking about in chat is Animal Crossing. I played it with my daughter. Well, my daughter's really been playing it, right? I don't think I like the game. I may stream it with you guys for a little bit, maybe as like filler content in between stuff, but I don't know, like, I feel like just, it may be like a good background to us like having a chat stream. It would be way chill. So I don't know. Personally, I'm a lot more excited about all these other shows. I'm not like Animal Crossing doesn't excite me. It feels like something that I would do for you because you asked me to do it. Yeah, like Aki said, a good Q&A, a good Q&A kind of stream. But like it doesn't excite me like it does going back and playing these awesome old games, or like talking to you guys about a military experience involved with gaming. The idea, I don't want to play the new Persona game. That's just a huge, long game with lots and lots of me listening to dialogue. And we just did that in Fire Emblem. So like, I want to play some quicker games that have some fun entertainment value. I would totally play Star Fox. As a matter of fact, Dark Turtle asks, one of the other ideas we had, although I was not a pilot for the Air Force, I am a licensed pilot, and it would be fun to have like a pilot plays flight simulators. Some of them even being Star Fox, some of them being the old X-Wing and TIE Fighter games, like old Star Wars flight simulators, because those were awesome. Or even something if you wanted to be like super chill, we could just have like a chill stream. I'll play like Microsoft Flight Simulator or something like that. Hey, thank you for the hype train emote. Choo-choo. It's strange to me that people will be like super excited about a Wing Commander. Definitely Wing Commander for sure. Older Ace Combat games, or the Ace Combat game that I was in, Ace Combat 7, that kind of stuff. So those are all the ideas we've got cooking. What I still haven't quite figured out yet is the timing of it all. Like, do I want to focus on Click and Shtick on Tuesdays and then Dead Drop on Thursdays? In which case, what happens to our third game or our third show? Do I cycle them in and out? Trying to find a way that like not only keeps it entertaining for me and entertaining for you, but also it's not like we go 6 weeks without playing the same game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Play Wii Sports, coward. Yeah, I'll bowl the shit out of this place. I was incredible at Wii Sports bowling. I was awesome. VR would be fun. I mean, like VR would be cool. It's like kind of like a logistical mess to stream it. And I'm not sure how I would take care of it. But yeah. So that's kind of what we've got going on. Does anybody have any questions? Are there any questions? Because I need to hydrate. This camera should be all the way down here. Yeah, that should be all the way down there. That makes a lot more sense now. Question, how do you ask questions? Rebecca, I mentioned a few minutes ago, I haven't really played it. I've played it through Animal Crossing, that is. I probably won't play Jedi Fallen Order, no. Fight you in Wii Sports Resort. Your 100-year-old grandpa beat you at Wii Sports Bowling. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm scrolling up because I know I missed a couple things in here. I'm glad you guys like, yeah, 1v1 in solitaire. Silver Sea, I would probably not play horror games. Life is scary enough, to be honest. Like, I'm not like a horror game guy. I'm not a horror movie guy. Leisure Suit Larry, absolutely. Could be one of our Click and Shtick questions. Jess asked, is the Deer Simulator thing a one-time game? I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it was just because of like the way I was feeling that day. I felt worse. I mean, I felt legitimately worse mentally after playing Deer Simulator than I did going into it. Like I walked out of it, I'm like, I just don't feel good. Like the game didn't make me feel good inside. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just like the weird violence. It was just a little weird. It was wild. Like I'm glad we did it. Everybody noticed. Everyone was like, is Joe okay? It was like an acid trip without the acid. It was weird. Ori and the Blind Forest and other platformers we were talking about, I'm not sure. But I think with those little shows, we've got a whole plethora of games that will take us a whole long amount of time to get through. And we'll never run out of content to hang out and play some games. And if at some point we find that one show doesn't work, cool, we've got some backups we can cycle out. Just Dance, I don't know. The Voltron Corgi was kind of amazing. I probably will never play Stardew Valley. Sorry, probably for the same reason that I may not play Animal Crossing. I don't like games where it's like you're just grinding to do nothing. That's not to on people that play games for that. Some people play games to relax. I don't. I play games to experience a story or like achieve an objective. So yeah. Stokes asked when my official job turned from voice actor to streamer. I don't know, when streaming makes me more money, I guess. I don't know. Whenever I have to file taxes as a streamer rather than a voice actor. So Voltron is amazing. I don't want to hear anybody talking crap about Voltron. Although, yeah, there were some late seasons that were a little fun. Metal Gear could be one of our dead drop games. So, yeah, there's a game where you file taxes too. Well, the good thing is that tax season, I just got a horrible email from my tax accountant about me owing a phenomenal amount of money. So I'm upset about that, but I have until July 15th to pay. Anyway, you guys want to actually play some games? I feel like I've been sitting here and talking for 20 minutes. Do you want to see like the cool new transition I made just for Click and Stick? Because it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. That was cool, right? I thought it's just like, it's short, it's clicky, it's sticky. That was a cool transition, right? I'm glad you guys like it. So, the first game we are playing today, I'm actually gonna fire it up this way. Oh. It's gonna be a little weird. Oh, I see why it did this. You're gonna have to bear with me a little bit on the size, like all this weird stuff going on. The screen on my screen is about like this big right now. So it's gonna take me a second to get this to a comfortable size. And I don't think that's gonna do it. No, now you guys can see the 6 pixels in the top left corner of the screen. And every time I go away from it, let's try this. Oh, OBS. Oh, OBS. Welcome to the void, where it's very quiet. This is back when like games, it was really easy to pirate games, and there was always this little like message at the beginning of the games telling you not to pirate their games. Gosh darn it. Now this should work better. Yes, that'll work. Now, did the sound work? If you make copies of this software for any reason other than to make a personal backup, you're not only breaking the law, but you're raising the cost of software for all legitimate users. Please do not make illegal copies of this game, you motherfucker. Oh, by the way, you'll need the information contained in the printed documentation to successfully complete this game. In other words, it's not just the law, It's a good idea. This is my favorite noise. You guys can hear this, right? Who just had like crazy flashbacks? Because I know I did. I love that sound. It's one of my favorite sounds in all of gaming, and I'm glad you guys were here to experience it with me. Let's check out the introduction, which I think just may be credits. Love the MIDI music. So I have this dream. I love this this music. I love Quest for Glory music. I always have, and I don't believe it's ever been remixed at all on Overclocked Remix, and it was a dream of mine to remix it. Stokes, it's the same company, and I think even same parts of the development team that did King's Quest. Lorianne Cole and Corey Cole. I think they're still around. I don't know if they're still making games. There was a back maybe 10 years ago, there was an effort that was being done. Sure, I could do a remix stream. It might be, well, no, I could do a remix stream. There was maybe like 10 years ago where they were like the fans were gonna make Hero 6. They called it Hero 6. It was Quest for Glory. Oh, okay. So now we have to decide, guys. Let me give you a quick brief on this. Hina's gonna start a poll on picking one of these three classes. And before you, don't fire it off yet, Hina. Just get ready. I'm gonna brief everybody on what this is. So you can pick one of three classes in Quest for Glory. This character will follow us all the way through for all 5 games, right? Oh, Hina, I thought Hina was supposed, or who was making the poll? Someone was making a poll today. Sorry, she said she was gonna make a poll. I'm sure one of the other mods will take care of it. In any case, so we could start a new character every game if we want to experience different paths, but I think it would be fun to take one class. We're just gonna keep going through these animations. In my opinion, the thief is the most interesting because you get to steal some stuff, and you can integrate different skills into your thief as you go. I see a lot of people wanting, but it's fighter, wizard, or thief. The fighter has the different advantage of you can not multi-class, but you can change him into a paladin in the 3rd game. But other than that, yeah. Let's go ahead and start that poll if we can. Every time I minimize the window, it's gonna do this funny thing. I forget how to do polls, but we're figuring it out. I'll figure it out right now. Polls on Twitch. How to use polls. Creating polls. Create a new poll. Oh, I don't know if I could do it from here. We're already failing at thieves. Thief? Yeah, okay. We're gonna keep hearing this sounds over and over again. Okay, everybody seems to want to do thief, so screw that. We'll figure it out later. This is gonna glitch for a second. Now we're good. Where's my mouse cursor? We're picking thief. Pick the thief! Okay, now we have to do a little bit of like I always find it interesting going back and playing old games like this. You've got to name, like, these things are the same things that we're still, like, measuring in games today. You guys really want me to name him Claude? I'm never gonna live Claude down. Can we give him a last name that's not Von Regan then? If we name him Claude, can he be Claude Sir Pouncelots? Full band? Zeo Corvid may have seen my previous playthrough of this because the last name I gave was Thiefy McThieferton. So I was thinking more like Thiefy McThieferton, and you guys are like Claude Fire Emblem. Claude McLeod. Butt Gang. Maurice is a great. Claude Butt Gang. Thiefy McThief Pants is pretty. Claude Von Zieja. Maud Conthiefen. That's very. I like Maurice. I'm a big fan of naming him for Maurice. I don't know if I want to put Butt Gang. Do we know what Butt Gang is in another language? Maurice is pretty good. Crazy old Maurice! Maurice von Buttgang. No, I'm good with Maurice von Buttgang. Oh. Let's see. Oh no, Maurice von... But for this game, I'm not gonna pronounce it Buttgang. Like, his name is not Maurice von Buttgang, okay, guys? His name is Maurice von Buttgang, okay? Buttgang. It's, I don't know, Dutch? Is that good? You guys want lowercase? Alright. You guys are real picky, huh? Maurice von Buttgang. Okay, now, for a thief, I have 50 points that I can get. This is even better than I thought it would be. Butt Gang Amadeus Mozart. That's the greatest idea I've ever heard. I love Butt Gang Amadeus Mozart. It won't fit here. I don't think it will be close. But Butt Gang Amadeus Mozart. Okay, hold on. We'll see. That's very long for this game. Not Buttgang. No, I only get it Buttgang Amadeus Mo. Sorry. Oh, hey, we got a stream. Okay, we got a poll. Buttgang, I don't know. Buttgang a Mozart? Buttgang a Mozart. I like this. This is where I'm going. Buttgang, I have to figure out how I'll pronounce it. We'll figure that out later. I love you guys for suggesting that. Buttgang a Mozart. Famous composer of musical farts. So you can give your dude some magic, right? Which I think I'm gonna do, but it costs a lot of points, right? So I have 50 points available. To go from 0 to 5 actually costs 15 points if I want to give him skills that he doesn't have. But I think I'm gonna give him some magic. And then the rest we can distribute in whatever way we want. The game will scale your skills as you do whatever, so it's good for him to have a little bit of magic. Stealth and picking locks, throwing and climbing. It's hard for him. What is it hard for him to get naturally? Let's actually dump some into strength. I'm trying to think, because I've played these games a ton of times. Schmozart? Buttgang Schmozart? We're never gonna play this game. Schmozart. Bootgang Schmozart. Holy shit, you guys. This is my favorite stream we've ever had. This is it. We're peaking. We're peaking right now at this level. At Bootgang Schmozart. This is it. It's not gonna get any better. This is the best part. It's perfect. Wow. I can't even get over this. Okay. I hate training dodge. So that's what I'm gonna do. Everything else is pretty easy to train. Dodging can get annoying. One of the things I don't necessarily feel like I want to do on stream is like, you want to get the stats up to 100 before the next game. But like, you have to like pick up a bunch of rocks and just throw them at a wall for like 20 minutes to get the throwing skill all the way up. So I may like do some of that skill grinding off screen. Are you sure we're ready to start this game now, or do you want to change the name again? The cymbal sounds are great. Don't knock on the cymbal sounds. Here comes another one. He's fine with stealth. We'll train that. Don't worry about it. Ein Klein butt music. Oh my God, Selita. Oh, this is the best. We're starting the game with Bootgang Schmozart. Oh God. Now, this game's gonna take us 90 hours to play. And I'm gonna love every second of it. Would you like a narrator voice for this? And let me say this. When we get to Quest for Glory 4, right? I cannot stand up to the narrator of that game. Because that game has an actual narrator, and it's John Rhys Davies. It's freaking Gimli, okay? They got Gimli to narrate a Quest for Glory game back in like 1996. And it's amazing. He is incredible. And I didn't realize it was him until like 20 years later. Anyway, so yes, I will absolutely give you a narrator voice. It's not going to be Boris because it would destroy my voice. I can certainly give you Reginald. Boris doing Boris for, it just, yeah. We are in a German coded sort of place right now. So German would work. You're in Spielberg, which is sort of coded Swedish German. I appreciate that you care. Ikar could certainly narrate this if you really want. I won't do Cotton Eye Doe. So we've got like, we could have a German Reginald. Swedish I'm not super good at. Steven Spielberg accent. German Reginald. So what would German Reginald sound like? So, he was all about tea time up here. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. Let's go investigate. How's that? Is that good? That's pretty much German Reginald. Right? This is gonna get, now you're gonna see the fun we're gonna have at halftime. Let me adjust this a little bit here real quick. I think this should come down just a touch. Now you can see everything. Great. Come on. There we go. So, yeah, I'm basically playing Twister with my voice. The man with the pipe greets you. Well, so the great thing about this, I actually think it'll auto advance, so I gotta be careful. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the path again. It has gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. This is the sheriff. Okay, so it doesn't advance. I will do my best to give each of these characters their own voice, but it will be very difficult. What's glitching? What's happening? I don't see it on my screen. Tell me what's happening. Describe to me the glitch. So, this guy is playing with a yo-yo. It's not really like a yo-yo, it's if it's lagging, I can drop my bitrate. It's not like this is really high quality graphics, hang on. The webcam is glitchy? Let's drop some frames. Or some bitrate. Oh no, we're already here. I don't know why it's trying to do anything above 5,000. Twitch is probably having a heart attack. I will also start recording. Thanks for the suggestion. You've got a good eye. Oh, I think I know why it's lagging. Let me turn off a couple things. Let me fix some things for you. Hold on a moment. Just a second. Everything is good. Okay. I don't know if that's better. So, he's freaking out. Check that out. Now, in this game, you can do pretty much anything. There's like a whole bar of things you can do up here. Here you can check out, you can make sure that you're walking, running, or stealthing. If you want to train stealth, I kind of keep him stealthy all the time. And also, there's your inventory. I turn up the speed to about there. Otherwise, it takes forever to do anything. So now it just looks like he's gonna like take a dump in the street, but he's really sneaking, okay? Just hang out, yeah, it's a Diablo, Silver Sea. You got it. Who's calling me? I don't want to talk to anybody. I gotta turn this off. Talk to him with the schmoes. So you can try to do a bunch of stuff, and one of the things about these games is I'm gonna be, I'm doing this, stealing all the things. Let's delete all these. These are all old games. This is a very long save state. We can't get any further than that, so we'll save there. Schmoza. So you save all the time because this game will punish you and it will make you start all the way at the beginning if you f up a save. It's hard. So like you can go and you can unhand that sheriff. You can try repeated like times you could throw a dagger at him if you want to die. Deaths in this game are great. Oh, I guess you can't, huh? Okay, there's a spell on Spielberg that's that you can't do violence in the town. So, like if you try to throw a dagger at somebody or commit any kind of acts of violence, you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing that anymore. So you can't. You could talk to the sheriff, and you can ask him, like, you talking to different people will unlock other parts of the game. It may give you some points up on the top, which is really kind of meaningless. It's more like a game completion. Yeah. You can steal from a shop. You can steal from all sorts of things. You just can't commit violence in the town. The game is a point and click. So we'll talk about them on. So I don't know what this guy should sound like. You should know. That sounds like a little bit like Christopher Walken, but not in a very good way. The icon is a set of lips because you can either walk, you can look. Schultz appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes, however, that gives you a reason to believe that he's no pushover. He looks a little Oaken-y, yeah? So, like, I can do that. This town was named after the barons of Spielberg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. Would you like a lutefisk? You can find a place to stay at the inn. I don't remember what he sounded like, and I feel like I'm bumbling this accent. You can learn about jobs available. If you are interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. Thanks for that tip. There's still plenty to do and see here in Spielberg. So you kind of come into the game not really knowing, like, what to do. So we're talking about the... Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at the castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright, that Zara. She's a... whatever. She wears a funny purple dress. Do you want to go to the sauna? Yeah. Get that yo-yo. Go talk to the innkeeper. There's the inn there. It's the Hero's Tale Inn in this one. And there's a guild hall. There's always a guild hall or an adventurer's hall where you should kind of like go and you can sign your name in the logbook and stuff like that. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about the monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Who's Wolfgang? He's the guy at the guild hall. He's asleep. The brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got some treasure. So, you don't really know, like, what you're supposed to do, right away. But in general, like, you're supposed to solve the problem with the brigands. You're supposed to solve the problem with the witch in the forest, who's Baba Yaga. You're supposed to find the Baron's daughter and the Baron's son. This Baron cannot keep track of his children at all. Oh, I'm definitely robbing people. We'll be robbing. Zari, are you offering M&Ms again without, like... I never get M&Ms. We know where the inn is. The adventure. Yep. So, maybe you're going to be a hero? Well, you could surely use one around here. What with all the brigands? We already talked about those people. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. And this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. I get no response from Otto. Over here is a barber shop, right? Out to lunch. The door is locked. I can't go in there. The game does operate on a clock. It's midday. On day one, you can do things at night that you can't do during the day, like steal shit from people. Nicely done, Otto von Goon. Just a friendly suggestion, but whatever you do, don't drink the dragon's breath. Not even Otto can drink dragon's breath. We're definitely 100% going to drink the dragon's breath. Yeah. I can smell some apples. Oh, hey! It's a, centaur lady. A centaurette. Is there an appropriate term for a female centaur? And I say centaur, but most people say centaur, right? I've always said centaur. I am Hilda, daughter of Heinrich Pfefferd. I love the name of the... Pfefferd... Oh, man. Say it again. What's your... No, I need to know your name again. Heinrich Ferdefedern. 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 Ferdefedern? I'm gonna go with Ferdefedern. It's Hilda, everybody. Hilda Pfefferdern. Would you like to go on a date? Thank you, but my father thinks I'm too young. You know what? Don't be oppressed by the patriarchy, okay? You're the master of your own body, Hilda, and you can go on a date if you damn well want to. I'm gonna have a talk with your dad. Unless he's also a centaur, which he probably is, in which case he could probably kick my ass. But still, you know? Who's your dad? Yeah, we want to. My father is Heinrich Ferdefederen. Damn it. Ferdefern. I get no response because I'm trying to talk to apples. So there's a farm on the north. This sounds like a euphemism. You should be here during harvest time. Then you would see many fruits and vegetables. My mother is dead. Okay, always a good conversation starter. We already talked about today. We've got your market. Show me your vegetables. Many kinds of fresh vegetables. Carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, potatoes, right from the ground at 5 for a silver. They're very good for you. We also have some apples. Now, I think... What do I have for money? 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces. Each gold piece is a silver piece, so I have 50 silver pieces, or 5 gold pieces. The squid of cheese coming in with the Fox McCloud reference. It's Fox McCloud. My mother, Pfeffer's Murpher, is dead. My father is dead. Elsa's dead. Okay, so we have enough money to buy some stuff. Actually, I think I could steal an apple. Let's try stealing an apple. You can't do much with that. Can I try stealing an apple? No? I can't just like, come on. Talk about the brigands. They've twice robbed my father of his money and they've tried to steal our food. It's because we farm outside of town. You could talk to yourself, you're like, overworked, underpaid, no control over my life. Some assholes over here making me click on stuff. Let's go to the shop here, the dry goods shop. Apfel and Brot? This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book, the son of a b****. Oh! I'm sorry, I didn't notice you coming in. I'm wearing a fez, which is culturally inaccurate for, well, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town. Oh. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though, just like me. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. I'm worthless. Is Iggy's dad. Okay. What's your name? Well, that's me! Gaspar! Gaspar! Are there only like 10 names in the universe? We're not even like 10 minutes into this game. We've got most of the cast of Fire Emblem in it. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read all about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. Look at the book I'm reading. Oh, this book? The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. What do you got? I got daggers, chain armor. 500 silvers. I actually don't know if I need the chainmail. I will need extra daggers, and I will need food, and I will need flasks. So let's go ahead and buy some of that stuff. Let's have a flask. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. And I took an arrow in the knee. I'll get another flask. And then I will take some food. And also some more food. And eventually I'll come back and get some daggers. Oh, I have to ask about Hilda? Oh, talk to me about the Centaur. Hilda sells fine produce for a reasonable price. Wink. Winky face. What are you talking about, Caspar? Are you some kind of dirty old man? No, I just have something in my eye. It sells valuable produce. What about the sheriff? The sheriff and Otto protect this town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know? Okay. I don't like to talk about other people behind them. Well, what the f you been doing this whole time, Caspar? You telling me about Hilda's produce. You're talking to me about the sheriff's adventuring. You're not gonna be an adventurer if you can't have a little gossip. Maybe you should set your sights higher. Look, there's a fire over here. Can I touch the fire? You can't do much with that. You can't do much with that. Try paying the clerk for what you want to buy. Here in Spielberg, we pay for the things we want. Sneak, 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 sneak. Nicely, you see you see a nicely furnished living room through the window. The lock is of a simple type. I can't, it's in the middle of broad day. Guys, you are thieves. It's broad daylight. There's a centaur 8 feet to the right of me. We'll get there. Gone fishing. Can I get in there? There's a butcher. There's a butcher, a baker, and a barber. None of whom have... Okay. This little alleyway back here. This grubby place must be an alley. Oh, f those alleys. Every time I see one of them, it feels strange here. Colder than the rest of the town. There are some barrels discarded here, and a beggar holds out a bowl towards you. These f***ing alleys. Alms for the poor. I like this guy. I think his name is Sam. Let's see, let's give him some money. Thanks! You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. I look like I have Play-Doh for hair. It's just dripping off my face. This used to be such a nice place to live. My advice to you is not take up begging. It just doesn't pay, and don't go out at night. Talk to me, Sam. My name's Sam. I've lived here for 5 years, and I'll be getting the f here. There's supposed to be some good begging to the towns of the south. Nice talking to you, bye. What's in the south? Silmaria. One of the cool things about this game is they talk about Silmaria like the whole time in Quest for Glory 1, and you're like so led to believe that that's gonna be the next thing. You don't get to Silmaria until the end of the series. Understand, this used to be a great place to be. Traders going in and out, tourists coming and going, perfect begging conditions. And the brigands. Talk to me about those brigands. Rumor has it that someone smart took over, organized them and trained them. That sort of thing, maybe. Nowadays, no one's safe out of town. Dumb guys. They sure hurt business. Well, you're begging in an alley. This is it. Sam, let's talk about the business. There's no foot traffic that's gonna go to this dead-end alley in between two buildings. It's like begging in somebody's backyard, buddy. That's not where you wanna be. Keaton, he's the gatekeeper. Is Sam the gatekeeper? Is he the gatekeeper of Quest for Glory? He's a beggar who is at begging. Talk about luck. I have lots of luck, it's just that it's bad. Night? I remember when people used to stroll around town after dark. There's a spell on Spielberg so that it glows at night. Now the only people out late are the thieves. Out of town, oh, the night gaunts will get you. Yeah, you can't sleep in town. Or you can't sleep outside of town. About time I got back to work. Okay, stealing from a beggar is not a heroic action. You can go and you can climb that wall. There's a wall back there you can climb if you want. Word of warning, don't drink the dragon's breath. From this bar? The grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt, and the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. Goon is actually an actual species. You get the impression that you're not welcome. There's a little thing over here, a crumpled up piece of paper. You pick up the note, smooth out the piece of paper, and read,
B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B.
So unfortunately, like I know who this character is, and I've established his voice, and now I have to continue his voice. You guys will know who B is, I'll spoil it. So we got the butcher, and we got the baker, and the barber. That guy's had so much to drink, he looks embalmed. The writing in these games are always really great. There's ooze coming. What is this? Not a pleasant sight. There seems to be something slimy spilled in the stool. And it's eating into the wood. I think perhaps you should sit on the next stool over. This way. All right, let's take a seat.
What do you want?
That dude's got a haircut. Dude's got a haircut that would make Lawrence blush. What's your name?
This is a bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink, order one. You want to answer stupid questions, you get the out of here.
All right. Have you been smoking some marijuana cigarettes? Because your eyes are quite bloodshot. How about a drink? Ale, troll's sweat, dragon's breath. Take your pick. So guys, are we drinking the dragon's breath? Are we drinking the dragon's breath? We're drinking the dragon's breath. Here it comes. If you want a mug of the dragon's breath, house rules say it'll have to be cash up front. You cough up the cash.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, Crusher. I'm Freddy here. What's the dragon's breath? What a piece of
Whoa!
There you go.
You've never tasted anything like it before.
Oh, wow.
Oh! I forgot.
Talk about a fiery brew. Maybe you really shouldn't have tied the dragon's breath. Better luck next time, and we hope you saved your game.
The deaths in this game, we'll be dying a lot because it's just so funny most of the time. Oh yeah, you'll die all the time. It's the best. But I guess for right now, let's just have an ale. One well-aged house brew coming up. There you go. No, there's no way to drink it safely. Everyone's like, well, what if you just cast fire? No, you die every time you drink. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Yeah. It's just, there are so many things in this game where you just die for the sake of dying, and you just have to get over it. All right. And that's it. Let's sneak over to our goon friend here. Hey, Crusher, what's up, buddy? The goon seems to be ignoring you. Hey, tell me about the tavern. You seem to have annoyed him. Hey, Crusher. Hey, tell me about the... Crusher bares his teeth at you. Either you're in big trouble now, or that's just his way of smiling. Oh, he gets pissed off and throws you out of the bar. I love it. And I believe you take significant damage from it. You do. You take 2 damage. I want to go talk to him again. No, go back over here. Hey, Crusher. Hey, how's it going? Crusher, I was wondering if you could tell me where the Thieves Guild was. Oh, okay, I forget. What's the password? I haven't gotten to that part in the game yet. Is it Deutschmark or Schweinhund? Uh-oh, it looks like you got Crusher upset. Oh, he's wearing like leopard print. Oh, he throws you out of the bar again. How much did he hurt me that time? So I could do this repeatedly and then die. Hey, Crusher! Hey, Crusher, can you tell me about being a goon? No, why is he ignoring me? Hey, Crusher! Crusher! Hey, can you tell me about the tavern? Crusher bares his teeth at you. Here he comes again. Ow! Hey! Maybe I just didn't say the right thing. Let's try again, guys. Hey, Crusher! Hey, Crusher, where's the Thieves Guild? Is the password Ach du Liebe? As you ask him questions, the goon's eyes darken. Okay, is Ach du Liebe the... Uh-oh, it looks like you got him upset. Am I dead yet? Okay, 1 or 2 more, and I think that's it for me. I gotta get yeeted. What if I try to shake his hand? Oh, because the Thieves Guild is definitely underneath there, right? It's Deutschmark. It's Tavern. It's Tavern. Is that it? Or will I get up again? Do I need to get thrown again? Okay, we've got one health point left. We are exploring the multiple ways to die. This'll kill me. Bam! Not gonna get up from that one. Oh, I guess I am. How dead am I? Oh, maybe it doesn't go below a certain... Well, that was all very silly. I'm just gonna go ahead and restore that to full health. All right, bye guys. Have a great day. Bye guys. Thanks for the drink. All right, let's see what's on the other side of town. That's how I leave bars all the time, yeah. That's the inn. We'll go right over here is the inn. We'll go there in a minute. I feel like I'm giving you guys a tour because I'm so familiar with this game. Like over here is the Hero's Tail Inn, where there's 2 Kata. She's the only person here. At least she's not off her rocker. There's puns in this game, guys. I'm just warning you. There's puns. There's gonna be puns. Over here, there's an eyeball that seems to be coming out. I believe this is Zara's. When I open a business, if I ever open like a retail storefront, this is 100%. Hero Kang, thank you for the sub. This is 100% gonna be the music that will be playing when you walk in. And it'll be me behind the counter like,
I see you've purchased Twinkies. Don't you know those are bad for you?
so there's some stuff over here. You see a wide variety of arcane objects. For example,
Scrolls covered with mysterious symbols and arcane incantations.
it looks like a sculpture of some weird bat-winged creature. The coals are glowing. Are there goldfish over here? It's a bowl of, let's go take them. On closer observation, you discover that the cute little fish are piranhas. You wisely keep your fingers out of there. All right, we'll talk to Zara and then we'll have our first random voice halftime. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Ah! I am, wait, where's, I think I have like a, what happened there? Don't tell me that's gonna like, hang on 1 second here. Okay, that's better.
Too high for Zara. That's not what her voice would sound like. I don't even...
No, I don't like that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like... This is great. This is great. Squeakity squeak, 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 squeakum.
Wow. So I've discovered the gender dial on my Go XLR, which is great because there's a lot of female characters in this game, and I need to be accurate. So I think, hang on, let me adjust. Let me adjust. So it's not just the pitch. I'll put the pitch maybe in a little bit higher. What should
Zara sound like? What? I don't know why it's making me sound like that. That's not how oh boy. Pull the lever! Yzma. Look at me. There's I don't know what that is.
Okay, so Zara.
I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop.
Is that good? Are we there? So this is a horrible discard. Yzma's voice is more like,
She's got me.
I don't remember what Yzma sounds like in my head. Let's talk about the fairy folk.
We are a people of power and magic, and live in the forests far beyond the mountains to the west. I have a green jewel.
Well, power.
Power is the essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by.
I feel like maybe her voice isn't intense enough, but well, that's fine. Who's Damiano?
Damiano is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic.
No, that's not GLaDOS. I think I can make GLaDOS.
If I do this, and then... Oh, the hard tune is enough. There will be cake. The cake is a lie.
That's more GLaDOS. Initiation.
When you have mastered 9 spells, have the power to cast all and proven yourself worthy by accomplishing a great deed, then you must undergo initiation to become full wizard. There is a place in the distant south where you must journey, but first, you must become a hero here.
Okay. So she's got stuff. Talk about Spielberg.
There is much magic in this world for those who know how to use it. There is magic in this little town, and a good deal of magic in this valley. What I sell here are merely tools to help those who have power. You may purchase restorative potions and scrolls from which you may learn spells, if you have the potential.
Can't date, nope, can't date Zara, sorry. But I can buy, okay, I can buy spells. A fetch spell, which reaches out and grabs stuff, a flame spell, and an open spell. The flame spell is good. 60 silvers, that's more than I have. I don't think I have enough money to buy any of these spells. So I only have 35 silver. I could buy, no, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I'm just gonna save it. And we're gonna save the game. And it's time for our weird halftime. There we go. Start up some music. Okay. So this is a brand new halftime, you guys. It's brand new. The transition is gonna be less weird, I think, when I'm not wearing the same shirt. It'll look like a transition. So I don't know how many of these will do or how this is gonna work for the most part. Get a little more comfortable. I've got to figure out a way to light this better because this is just unsatisfactory for me right now. I can't do this. I don't like looking like there's a creepy shadow behind me. Stream must be like far behind today because I'm typing and then like 30 seconds later. It's 30 seconds later. Did I 3D print the save button? Should I have? So what we've got here, and this can be modified. I had a friend of mine who is a programmer, and he made me this application. And so you can see on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, we have basically a voice generator with different parameters for voice. So if I roll them all, it'll come up with a random voice. A 40-year-old, high-pitched, scratchy, dumb as a rock, Spanish-accented person who is eating. See? How cool is that? That's pretty neat, right? So it's basically like all of the things that make up a voice. And you could roll them, and I programmed a bunch of different things into the database. And I'm still not, like, I haven't really tried this out yet, so I don't know how this is gonna be. But you guys have submitted little tidbits of script, right? That I will read after generating. I don't know, like as I play with it a little bit, I think like when you're rolling it all the time, there's a chance we'll get like a bunch of really old people and stuff like that. You can see like, or I can clear them all, or I can just roll them as we go. Like it's like, okay, just give me a regular voice, but I don't want to do a texture because textures can be annoying. And like the quirks are kind of fun, like said with no breathing between words or sentences, a front lisp, a mouthful of water, S's become Z sounds, a coughing fit. These like weird things. You don't necessarily want a weird thing in every voice. The age is 1. So, let me bring up your requests. In the meantime, we can just... Wow, you guys submitted a lot of stuff. You guys submitted passages from Hamlet. From Hamlet. The first one is from Shrub Ferns, who submits who wants me to read a line. So this doesn't have to be a line from anything specific. You guys can make it up, too. Totally fine. But Hamlet... Act 1, Scene 1 by Shrub Ferns. So let's try this where we roll all of it at once. Are you guys ready? So our first voice, and we can give these guys names and stuff too. Wow. Okay, a 72-year-old person with a very high pitch, a muddy texture. I'm not really sure what that means. Gentle temperament. Who's Cockney. And S's becomes Z sounds. Okay. So he's high pitched. This is not easy. This is a workout.
So he's very high pitch. He's very old, with a muddy texture. But he's very gentle, so He just wants to give you cookies or something like that. Comes over. Come over to my chair and I'll give you some of the cookies. But he's got a Cockney accent as well, which is very interesting. Not the sort of thing you want to do. And then as this becomes these sounds.
So, guys, this is hard. So then the line is from Hamlet. I'm gonna put an echo effect on it because it's a.
Oh, as two solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Oh, that the everlasting did not fix his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
What the guys? This is weird. This may have been a huge mistake. Do you guys want to keep? My God. And you guys can totally make a name for each of these characters if you want. If you want to draw them, go for it. You've only got 3 lines to come up with their character. This is awful. Keep going. Everyone's like, no, do it again. Okay, so should we roll all of them again? Or are there, we'll clear it. You made it, you keep it. No, thanks to the host, Really Big Moth. Granny Galatea is great. I'll take Granny Galatea. We don't really know what gender that person was. Claudekin is choking. It doesn't seem to understand that we're not allowed to choke on the stream. Granny Galatea is good. Okay. So we want to roll. We're going to roll all of them. All right, we'll try it. Oh God. A high-pitched, smooth texture. I'm gonna roll a different accent. We do Spanish accent. A 57-year-old, high-pitched, smooth, sad, Spanish accented person with a coughing fit. Okay. And this quote is from Robert Fulgham. I wonder if I can make the quote appear on screen so you guys can see what I'm supposed to read. I can drop it above. Quote. And the background opacity. We're building the plane while we're flying it, you guys. We are building the plane as we are flying it. I don't know, let's make this actually nowhere near as big. Let's make it like 50, size 50. I wish we could like wrap it. Whoa! Not wrap it like... Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll come up with this. I don't want to play with this right now because I'm like annoying myself. And you guys don't see anything? You guys don't see that? All right. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna take it out for now. So back to the voice. We've got a 57-year-old high pitch. I'm gonna use this to help me out here.
Is that good? That's okay. Can I use it? Can I use it to make my pitch go up a little bit?
Let's have the gender there.
Pitch At the pitch,
Here, at high pitch. 57 is probably someone with a smooth texture. Who's very sad. Not a happy man at all. But he's got a Spanish accent, so there are things that he's seen that maybe nobody should have seen. Do you know what I'm saying? Is that the sort of thing that you understand? This is too high. This is too high. Maybe something like this is better. Is this better? I think that makes good for me. And eventually, he's a smooth, sad man in the coffin every once in a while. And he says, we're all a little weird. And life is a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall into mutually satisfying weirdness. And we call it love. True love. Robert Fulgham.
Wow. That was submitted by Mega Dragon. Muy bien. See. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. It's weird sometimes to like do things like this and then have nobody like I can't hear you guys laughing. So it's just like I'm telling jokes and nobody's like everyone's like this guy. This is quite odd, isn't it? All right, guys, let's roll it again. I don't know what we should call that character at all. I don't know. Let's roll it again. Everyone's choking in real life. Okay. So now, see, like this, we're old again. 68, very high pitch, muddy textured, calm German man who is drowning. So my mods actually put some of these values in the spreadsheet that I built for this. So, and like, I am an idiot because I didn't look it over before I handed it off to my designer, my app developer. And like, what the f am I supposed to do with drowning? So this guy's
he's a very high pitch man, but he is comfortable with who he is, and he's calm with a muddy texture to his voice. He's drowning in
and or you know what? Screw it. We'll
make him falsetto the whole time. His age is 68. Is a German calm, muddy man.
Muddy is like mumbling. Sure.
That's good right there. So I don't need the Go XLR to have this.
Dice XIV submits this line. Okay, here we go.
No, you can't. You can tell when people are bad at BS a paper. I didn't even read the Spark Notes and barely skimmed the Wikipedia, and you gave me an A. You kneel before my throne, unaware that it was born of rounds.
Wow. Thanks, Dice, for that. These quotes are super random. And I love that you guys, like, super random. The quote was, no, you can't. You can tell when people are bad at BSing a paper. I didn't even read the Spark Notes and barely skimmed the Wikipedia, and you gave me an A. You kneel before my throne, unaware that it was born of lies. I don't know where it's from. The next one is from Senor Caddington, who submits a Jack Sparrow quote. Let's see how far from Jack Sparrow we can get with this. Okay. A 31-year-old, low-pitched, airy, friendly Russian who is grievously wounded. So that's pretty much... So Boris, you guys want to jump on the Boris train. Boris has a very different texture than airy. That's not, like, Boris is not airy. Boris is gravelly.
Boris is does this, right? He's all like that. So a 31 age, low pitch, airy texture, friendly Russian who's always happy to see you. But he's also grievously wounded.
Right? So this is, what a workout. This is a great workout. Thank you guys. So Boris is very rough. Boris is like airy. It's steamy. It's Boris, but he's steamy. It's Boris's brother, Victor. Sure. Does that work? The next one, this is again Senior Caddington, who's so about just a little younger than me.
Low pitch, airy texture, friendly, with a Russian accent. And he's grievously wounded.
So that's where we're going, okay? The Captain Jack Sparrow quote is,
The problem is not problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Do you understand?
that's it. Is it better? Is it more entertaining for you guys if I form the voice before I deliver the line? Or do you just want me to like look at it, think about it, and then give you this line? Do you want to see the process? Or do you just want to go straight from roll to this weird ass voice? Which is it? The zombie Dottie, you've walked into halftime, which is our first time trying this. Okay, people like seeing the process. Okay. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you like it. Okay. So that was Victor. The next one comes from Capri. Capri 98. It's a quote from Alla Sera. Oh, I forgot. Capri is our resident Italian, right? Ugo Foscolo. Alla Sera. Alla sera is what? The whole evening? I don't know what it is in Italian. What is this from, Capri? Tell us. I don't know too much Italian, despite being one. I know sera is evening, isn't it? In the meantime, these are actually really cool quotes. Zari, you missed everything. Sorry. Oh, I saw her here a minute ago. In any case, so all right. So okay, it's from a sonetto. Okay, great. So we're gonna roll all of them again. And look at that! How great is that? That we get a 61-year-old high-pitched, scratchy, serious Italian with a mouthful of water delivering this. Wow. Brilliant. So perfect. So we get a lot of older folks, but 61's not like ancient, you know? Like 61's like my parents. So they're really not like scratchy. They're just more mature. So it's kind of rounder in the chest. Even if you're a high pitch.
Even if you're a high pitch, you're a little older than that. 61 scratchy texture, who's serious, but has an Italian accent, with a mouth full of water.
So that's probably about where we're gonna go for that one. And with a mouthful of water, which I guess, all right, we're gonna choke. Oh God, you guys. From Ugo Foscolo, from Alla Sera. Oh. I can't actually do that with water.
And while I gaze on your peace, the raging spirit that roars inside me lies dormant.
That's it, I only had 2 lines.
And while I gaze upon your peace, the raging spirit that roars inside me lies dormant.
That's it. I can't, sorry, I can't violate the choking rule. Thanks for the host, Servant. Yeah, drowning. Okay, so the next one is from Dr. Senshi, who gives me a quote from Bill Wirtz, "When I get older. When I get older, I'm gonna drive slowly till I get to all the places I'm going. Then when I get there, I'm gonna drive backwards till we get home again." I'm excited for the next one because it's just 3 words. You guys ready to roll? A 42-year-old mid-pitch, raspy superhero from Fargo who's eating. The quirks are kind of killing me. I may remove the quirks. What is this? So that's right. Anytime I think about a Fargo accent or a Canadian accent, I think about that movie Fargo, right? It's kind of like you take your R's and you kind of chew them up a little bit in there. So 42 age mid-pitch Canadian guy who's a little bit on the raspy side. He can kind of get right up in there. It's kind of, yeah, I like that a lot. That's good.
Oh yeah, you're just out there. You're out for a rip, aren't you there? Canadian gang rise up like a prairie accent. Don't you know? That's right, yeah, hey, that's right, hey.
So this is the quote from Bill Wirtz, When I Get Older.
When I get older, I'm gonna drive slowly till I get to all the places I'm going. Then when I get there, I'm gonna drive backwards till we get home again, don't you know, yeah.
It is a little Irish. Someone get the Timmies. You're out for a rip there, bud. Put some jimmies on that there. Okay. So this one is from Orca Lord. And it only is 3 words. It's behold the cheddar. That's it. That's the whole quote. So we're going to do more work in the rolling and figuring out the voice than we are figuring out how to yell behold the cheddar, which is totally valid. Okay. All right. So this is a 37-year-old low-pitched, throaty, condescending French person who has lost all feeling in his face. Okay.
So the throaty French accent is down here, who's low pitch and he's condescending. So he's looking down his nose at you like you're a stupid person. But unfortunately, he has lost all feeling in his face. So it's going to be difficult for him to talk to you because he cannot feel his entire face. The whole thing just feels like a crepe that is undercooked. Oui?
Yeah? That's pretty much...
Je déteste la française.
So yeah, that's actually way easy. It is! It's French. Numbus got it right. It's French Stallone. It's just French Sylvester Stallone. Where like he just has all in his face. He does not have any feeling in his face. And he's just looking at you like you're a stupid person from someplace that is not France. Barely understandable because I cannot feel my face. And so he would look deep into your eyes and say, condescendingly,
behold the cheddar.
That was a lot of ramp up. For behold the cheddar, but I think it was worth it.
Behold the cheddar. Allons-y, le fromage.
That's not, I don't think that was accurate in French at all. French Joe came true. Me and Aki have been talking about Frenchness pretty much all day. And so this is kind of like fateful. All right, I want to do one more. You guys give me a number between 9 and 23. Ready? I'm sorry, 9 and 27. Go. I'll read that one on the line. 18 is the first number I saw. Which is from Amazing Mirror. And this is wild. This looks like it may be... I don't know what this looks like. It might be from an anime. Rei Ryugazaki. We sense your intentions, Rie Ryugazaki. The gibbering of mad cultists whisper wicked words on temporal winds. Is that...
Nani?
Okay. So this looks like it might be from an anime. 50%. 50% off. Oh, right. It says it right there. 50% off. I didn't know that was the name of an anime. It was 50% off. That's the name of an anime? I mean, I watch anime. I've never heard of 50% off. Okay. It's by Octopimp? No, it is not. Oh my god. Okay. This one goes out to Octo then. So we're gonna roll this. Are you guys ready? I need to make a sound effect so that when I roll this, it like comes in. Okay. Are you ready? If I don't like this, I'm rolling again, but here we go. Ah. So a raspy, sultry, drunk surfer dude who's mid pitch and older than me. So this is basically just like an old Bill from Bill and Ted, a drunk Californian,
Right? So, if he's mid-pitch, if he's a little older than me, he's kind of raspy, sultry, looking at you like he's just, yeah. But I'm also a little drunk, so... Raspy, sultry, drunk Californian guy who's, yeah. Who's gonna go?
You guys, I'm sure you guys have seen the surfer video where the guy is like utterly unintelligible and he's talking about, you just gotta go right in there, you just gotta get pitted. Like, that's one of my favorite California surfer videos ever. And if you haven't seen it, just look up Get Pitted on YouTube. It's so good. You cannot understand a single word he's saying, and it's awesome. Luna Moose says, this is your first Joe Zieja stream. Boy, you're in for a treat. And I'm not sure if I mean that sarcastically. Okay, so here's the line from Octopimp's 50% off.
And he's just gotta be a drunk Californian who's really into you. He's sultry and a little raspy. So
I'm gonna drop some echo on this. You ready?
by the darkest sun that casts its menacing rays on the furthest madness, we sense your intentions, Rei Ryugazaki. The gibbering of mad cultists whisper wicked words on temporal winds. They inform us that you are not to be trusted. Not to be trusted. Usurper. Usurper, dude.
Guys, that's halftime. That's it. We're gonna let's give away a print. Run that odds. Run it. I'm gonna take 5. It'll probably more like 2, but I'll take some time. Okay, hang on. Bye. So enter titre. Titre. Put titre in the chat if you want to win a print from me. If you don't want to win a print, then don't put it in there. Just don't, okay? Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. But if you do want a print, you put titre in there, okay? D'accord? D'accord? Are you listening to me? Les enfants terribles. Let's see who won it. Congratulations to Zej Bird Lover. Zej Bird Lover, which sounds French. I'm Zej Bird Lover. Congratulations, you win a signed print from me. Make sure you get in touch with the mod. Let them know who you are, where you are in this wide, wide world, and what print you'd like. When you're going between the two Claude prints, make sure you kind of specify which one it is. The Claude print on the top right of the screen is the Hellion white print, and the one on the bottom left, I don't know which one, how do you would want to, just be specific, that's all. Like the one with his hand on his hip, why, do they both have hand on hips? I don't know. The one with the finger on his face, and the one without the finger on his face. There you go. Congratulations. I also wanted to take a second and take a look at this. Look at this piece of art by Aki. That's like our how cool is it? She whipped this up in like such a short amount of time. And I can't wait to see what the cover images she makes for the other two shows. If she takes more than like 10 minutes on it, it'll be like, this is great. But it took her so not a whole lot of time at all. So yeah, there's a little bit of artist love here. Which means it's time for us to go back to the game. And do this dance. Do we have anything else we want to talk to Zara about? Where was my pitch shifter?
Was this the one that was, my name is Zara? Hello. I don't remember if that was her voice. We have potions of healing, vigor, and power for purchase from our shop. If you steal I will f you up.
Now this is Quest for Glory 1. So we determined that we can't afford anything there. Is it like nighttime now? Mid-afternoon on day 1, okay. I'm glad this is Boner Town enjoys this game. I'm glad somebody has, yeah. This is the Adventurers Guild Hall. There's always a guild hall in every single game.
This Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, such as the saurus, troll, griffin, dragon, cheetah, and the terrible Antwerp, adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table, and the bulletin board full of job listings. This is starting to sound a lot more like Mr. Full Moon and a lot less like Reginald. The man seated near the window must be the guildmaster. He is snoring. Moonbeam! The guildmaster appears to be hard of hearing and also unconscious. Perhaps you should get closer.
Let's look at the board. There's always like a quest board. So, okay, reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Got it. So the healer needs a ring. Small child with braids. It's the Baron's daughter. 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Burg, not bag. Inquire at Spielburg Castle Gates. 30 gold coins for the capture of Death or the Brigand Warlock. Short, ugly, wears brightly colored robes, has a habit of laughing continually. Wanted, brigand leader. So we gotta find the daughter, get the ring, find the warlock, who is weird, and defeat or capture the brigand leader. Spell components, again, the healer needs some stuff. And then 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at the Spielberg Castle gates. So yep, there's a damsel in distress and there's a dude in distress. There's lots of people in distress in Spielberg, and we've got to get them. So there's all sorts of. The window looks out of the countryside. There's a fire. The guild's registration and logbook. Let's go read the guild book. There's always like a guest book in every adventurers guild. This entry was made several years ago. It says Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll. October. Next page, flip it over. The other pages record the exploits of great adventurers. The Wolfgang Abenteurer, which is just German for adventurer, and Baron Stefan von Spielberg appear most often. Anything else? The remaining pages are blank, awaiting further tales of adventure. Let's sign our name with a flourish.
You signed your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. How did you know there was going to be a flourish? It's like you've played this game 90 times.
Good night, Tiggermoth. Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. The people who wrote this game have a penchant for like the Stooges era of humor, which I love.
The head is like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality. It's still rather frightening. Ooh.
I would love to play all 5 games, Boner Town. And I picked the Thief class. The plaque reads Cheetor, slain by Wolfgang Abenteurer. Is the dragon slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. You know, the games can either be like 2 hours if you just play them straight. But the way we played through the game, it'll probably take us, I don't know, 4 streams per game, 5 streams per game, if I have a guess. I've never done the game at this pace before.
I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have no adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Probably because of all the murder.
Yep, definitely saying Boner Town, Mikey. I read everybody's name on Twitch. Let's talk to this guy, polishing his sword. This just looks wrong.
It was just yesterday that I drew my sword and started out. Or was that the day before? No, then last week. What was I talking about?
Happy to Tuesday! This guy... 0x. That guy is sexy.
This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It's also a good place to talk about adventures in the cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, and they just got too old.
Yep, we looked at the monsters.
Yes, there were some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we're just too old for that scheiße.
I'm not gonna blink. I won't. Is it okay if I not censor foreign swears? What's up, Sky the High? Welcome to the stream the first time. It's super weird here. I mean, like, I blank out all, like, if I say f***, or if I say sh**, but if I say scheisse, is that okay? Can you say that on TV? I don't want to hear about these monsters. We already talked to Bolton Board. What's your name? Oh, it's here. This is Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Abenteurer, the guild master of this hall.
His voice is all over the place. It's probably okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
I'm supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log over there. Not the wooden log, the book. Das Buch.
Oh, tell me about the curse.
Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters, and now the brigands, it's just been one thing after another. This place is a real hole.
I'm just gonna say that all the time now. The Baron. Okay, he's tough. What about the son?
Now there was a hero, and worthy of the name Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign of Bernard's body was ever found. It was very bad.
Yes, Baba Yaga. We're blending all sorts of fairy tales. The daughter, blonde hair, blue-eyed lady, carried off. The Baron's jester, Yorick.
Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baron's Elsa. He's dead now, but you know.
The center of our problems. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. She cursed. Oh, she's the source of the curse. Baba Yaga is the source of the curse that made the Baron lose his son and his daughter.
A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be.
Do you think maybe I could be the hero of Spielberg, Mr. Abenteurer? Oh, we already talked about Baba Yaga. No, stop it! Okay. Killing, capture the leader, got that already. We read the adventurers board. Schultz Meisterson, oh, the sheriff.
Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends for a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he's just the sheriff of this town.
Well, at least he's not sleeping on the job here. The heave does kind of like sound like Hop, huh? Hey, Mr. Adventurer Man, can I come over and we can do adventurer things and stuff? Okay, that's Spielberg. Oh, it must be getting towards evening here. Sunset approaches on day 1, which means the inn is open. I'm gonna go and say we'll complete our exploration of the town. Ah, it's a cat person.
Welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shamin, at your service. May you find what you seek here.
I feel like that was spot on for his voice. Like right away, you see his picture. That's what I think he sounds like. Does that work for you guys too? Is that an acceptable Shamin voice? Because it kind of sounds like a Khajit.
Not quite.
But sorta. And let's talk to him.
Very good food, very good drink. Finest in town. Sit, rest. You will be served by my Shema.
What's your Shema? What's your Shema?
Shema is my beloved, and she can cook and keep an inn as few others. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will again dance.
It's very quiet in this inn. Let's turn up the music. A place where Kata can bask in the sun as they
Sell things in the bazaar.
Who's Abdullah? He's a merchant from my homeland of Shapir, a dear friend and a guest. I see the bum at the table here.
A rather fat man with a small mustache and a beard. He wears a turban right on his face.
Okay. that brings us pretty much to the end of stream here. We'll explore the inn and take a rest. We'll take a long rest at the end of the next stream. But did you guys enjoy that? Was that fun for you guys? Did you enjoy Click and Shtick? You know, we're very much in like an experiment-ish mode, you know? So it's not everything is going to be for everybody, but I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad that for like some people, it's going to be a new sort of game for them. You know what I mean? Like it's something they've never seen before. So I'm glad that I can introduce you guys to those cool games. Now, with nobody else is playing this, so I'm not gonna like raid. I don't think anybody else is playing Quest for Glory. I'd be Quest for Glory. So you want to be a hero? No, we're the only people playing this game because we're awesome. But we can raid a Fire Emblem. I know the green screen. It's you guys saw the secret part of my floor. Is there anybody? Is Sean playing? Or Sean is streaming? We can start rating pieces. So Sonic Mega. What's he playing? Super Smash Bros. Dark Souls Edition. So, all right, how do I troll Sean? What's the best way to troll Sean? We can either say something related to Mr. Love Queen's Choice, which I think he'd find amusing. How about having some Gavin? We're having some Gavin. He'd enjoy that. Like that. We're having some Gavin. I think we're gonna do that. If you're not familiar, Sean and I are both protagonists in a Otome game called Mr. Love Queen's Choice. I play a character called Gavin. He plays a character called Kiro. And yeah, I'll have some Gavin or having some Gavin. That's exactly what we're gonna drop into chat. Do we have a Gavin emote? I thought we did. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we have one in Discord, but we may not have it in we may not have it. Okay. Okay, great. Regardless, tomorrow, 4 p.m., we're going to be back in Shadowverse. And then Thursday again, we'll do some more Click and Shtick, or we'll move on to something else. I haven't decided yet. Probably Click and Shtick. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. We're going to go raid Sean right now, which is Sonic Mega, which means I need to type in raid Sonic Mega. And you guys know what to say. Having some Gavin. Thanks guys so much for sticking around and hanging out. I will see you next time. Bye.